Hey everyone, Coolman1 here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about two superheroes that are getting new games on the PlayStation. And if you saw the title of this video and you're looking at the thumbnail right now, you probably know what those superheroes are. Yup, that's right. Spider-Man and Wolverine are both getting new games coming to the PlayStation. And yeah, this is really exciting because, even though I don't have a PlayStation, it's still nice to talk about because I might not have a PlayStation and I might not be able to play these games, but me being a Spider-Man fan, I've been a fan of the the PlayStation Spider-Man games, like the first Peter Parker game, the Miles Morales game, and now we're getting a sequel to what I think is the Peter Parker game, or maybe a sequel that, maybe a third game that brings in both Peter and Miles at the same time. Because if you saw the trailer for this, it has both Peter and Miles fighting together. So we don't know if this is going to be a sequel to the Peter Parker game or the Miles game. But, well, I think it's a sequel to the Peter Parker game. But it has both Peter and Miles in there. So it's kind of confusing. um, so yeah, and not only is Spider-Man on the PlayStation getting a sequel, Spider-Man 2, but we're also getting a new Wolverine game on the, and I saw the trailer for this too, and I thought it was really cool actually. Um Now I don't like Wolverine as much as I like Spider-Man because I've been a Spider-Man fan for as long as I can remember, ever since I was a little kid, and I'm still a fan of him to this day. But I mean, Wolverine is a pretty good superhero, but not as great as Spider-Man. But I'm excited for this Wolverine game too. Even though if I get a PlayStation, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this one, but I'm definitely gonna get all of the Spider-Man games. But I'm not sure about this Wolverine game. I'm not as hyped for it as I am for Spider-Man 2 on PlayStation, but I'm I still like Wolverine, so I thought I might talk about him too in this video. So yeah, and jumping back onto Spider-Man 2. So if you guys if you guys played the first Peter Parker Spider-Man game and the Miles game, you're probably hyped for this one too. And I might not have a PlayStation, but I'm still hyped, and well, I I'm not going to be able to play it, but I'm still curious to see how it turns out. So I saw the trailer for both of these games, and when I saw the Spider-Man 2 trailer, um, I saw, and also spoilers if you haven't seen the Spider-Man 2 trailer. Um, so I saw, I heard what appears to be one of the two villains in the trailer, and that villain is Craven the Hunter. So I think I heard Craven in the trailer. So that's awesome. We got Craven. And what gets me even more hyped is another villain that was in the trailer that not only did we hear, but we also saw him at the very end of the trailer, and that villain is Venom. So I saw Venom at the end of the trailer, and I was really happy when I saw that. Kind of looks like the movie version of Venom, but what do you expect? It's a game with realistic graphics. So what do you expect? But yeah, looks like Craven and Venom are going to be the two villains. Now, I'm not sure if there's going to be any more villains, but judging by the trailer, I think those are the two villains that are going to be in Spider-Man 2. And yeah. Now, back on the Wolverine. We didn't get we didn't get too much out of the Wolverine trailer. Um, I mean, it did. We didn't even see his face in the trailer, and we didn't even get any news about the villain of the trailer. But it was really cool to see his claws coming out of his fists, and well, that's Wolverine. Like you don't even have to show his face. If you're showing us Wolverine, you don't even have to show his face. You can just show the claws coming out of his fist, and people will already tell that it's Wolverine. So I guess they didn't necessarily have to show his face, but as Wolverine fans and superhero fans in general, I guess we just wanted to see more. Like if Wolverine is gonna have his iconic yellow costume that he has in the comics and the cartoons. Um, we just wanted to see his face. So yeah, and once again, Spider-Man 2. It looks like this is either going to be a sequel to the Peter Parker game, the first Peter Parker game on the PS4, or it's going to be a sequel to the Miles Morales game on both the PS4 and the PS5, or it's going to be a third game, a third Spider-Man game that's actually for both Peter and Miles because they're working together. And let's hope that this game is well, I think this game might be multiplayer because if this game is going to have both Peter and Miles at the same time, unlike the other two games, which one of them was Peter Parker and the other one was a spin-off game of Miles. But judging by the trailer, it looks like this is going to be like both characters working together at the same time. So I'm guessing this is going to be a multiplayer game where one player can play as Peter and the other player can play as Miles. Um I mean, it would make sense if both of them are going to be in the game at the same time. I would do that. If they're not going to do that, then if I was in PlayStation, if I worked there, I would totally make it multiplayer. But I think it's going to be multiplayer. Let's see how that turns out. And I'm really excited to see the villains Craven and Venom in the game too. Um, so yeah, these are the two superheroes that are getting new games on the PlayStation. And even though I don't have a PlayStation, I just really wanted to talk about it because, well, I even though I don't have a PlayStation, I still like PlayStation. I think it's a really good console. Um, and and I like Spider-Man and superheroes. So yeah. Let me know what you guys think about these two new superhero games that are coming out on the PlayStation. Me, in my opinion, I'm really hyped, especially for Spider-Man 2, even if I don't have a PlayStation. Um, and yeah. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Anyways, that's all for this video, and as always, stay cool.